Welcome back to another Legendary Hero Chronicles video. I'm your hero, Ray. And you know, this is where we say the world one game at a time. And also, where anybody can be a hero. All right, y'all, before we get into it, because we got an action-packed video for you guys today, make sure you go follow Legendary Hero Chronicles on Twitch and go subscribe to Legendary Hero Chronicles on YouTube, y'all. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. YouTube, y'all. And click that bell so you get those notifications anytime these videos pop up, which they do pretty often during the week. And with that said, we're going to get right into it. So, I want to show y'all how to get Cuchulainn. I think I said it right. I Googled it. I practiced it. I wanted to try to get this thing right and not give it a nickname. I was going to give it nickname Cuckoo, but we're going to call it Cuchulainn, y'all. I think that's the name. And before you get Cuchulainn, it's an optional Esper. And for those that know me, or have been following the channel, any summonings in any RPG game, including Final Fantasy, I got to get them all, y'all. So I am going to definitely post videos on how to do so. So Cuchulainn, you have to do 2 quests before you get access, being able to do it. The first one is this one where you get fairly early in the game, the waterway hunting. And then a little bit later, once this quest unlocks Lost and Put In, it's gonna be way before you're ready to do it though. So this hunt is pretty strong right here. You have to do this one, and once you do this one, they will give you the key to access down here. So the key you get allows you access to be able to use these gates here, and they're all numbered. So you got right here, this is gate 11, I think, right here. Hang on, let's check. Yeah, gate 11, gate 4, 3, and 10, and then there's some scattered all over. So basically, once you do those 2 quests, you'll get access, you'll get the key, then you'll get access to be able to do I call it the gate puzzle, which allows you to get access to Cuchulainn. All right, y'all? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go through this puzzle here. Bear with me. It's kind of confusing, so I have my notes here because I want to make sure. So when you first come in here, you want to... The other thing I will say, guys, you're going to get access to Cuchulainn and being able to do her, or her, him, whatever his... we won't get into that. It is really strong. So I am under leveled right now. You probably, if you don't have extremely strong gear or 4 party members, that's another thing I would recommend. If you can do it when you first get it, do it when you have a 4th party member. I'm in the low 40s, but I have extremely strong gear, so we should be fine. But again, you probably don't want to tackle this Esper until you're like level 50. And the stronger the gear you have, the better. We'll go through my gear later, right before we fight Cuchulainn. For now, we're going to get into it. So, what we need to do first, y'all, we want to activate number 10 and number 3. Glowing right now is number 10, so you don't have to do nothing there. 3 is right here, so we're going to click that. It's going to ask you if you want to use the gate key. Yes. And then we're going to do this. We'll activate it. It'll start glowing. And it does help. You can only close 2 of these things at a time. Not quite sure what these things on the floor mean, but they just look cool. All right, so now we are going to go over here. So basically what we got to do now is we want to go to the end. Hang on here. Yeah, we're going to go down this one. And you want to go to the end of 1 here. And we're going to interact with number 1 gate. Okay? Okay, so yeah, we're going to go down here. And bear with me here because this can get confusing here, y'all. We want to go down number 3 here. Let me see. That's 10, but that's all right. We can go over here. So you want to go to 3. And should allow us access here. These monsters here are strong, y'all. Okay, so now we're gonna look. I believe we're at 1. No, we're at 3. Okay, so we're at the end of 3. So you're gonna go over here. Give me 1. All right, y'all. We're gonna try a different route. We're gonna go down number. Just go straight down number 1, and that does not work because it is blocked off by water. Hang on. We're gonna continue here. To me, navigating these tunnels is probably the hardest part because it's a huge maze, y'all. Okay, we're going to try this again, y'all. So I just kind of want to do my best to just, since it is so confusing, give you guys a blueprint here. So you want to go down number 3. And basically what we're trying to do is work our way over to the end of 1. And that's where the next gate is that we need. So we go here. I hate mall girls. I really do. Okay, y'all. So, basically, again, it's a complete maze. And I got confused. So, the switch, the gate we're looking for is at the end of number 3. Number 3. The end of number 1 is actually where Cuchulainn is. And I don't know why I got confused. But you would think, since it's the number 1 switch, it'd be at the end of number 1. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, so you basically just work your way around 3. You're going to basically go in and out. If you can see number 3 right here, on the right side of that, the one closer to number 1 here, you're just going to keep working your way in and out of 3 and 1 maze to get down here, and you will. All right, that's the easiest way I can explain it. And then once you get down here, not that. Over here, we're gonna go down here, and we are gonna hit this. Okay, so you hear something in the background. Check my note. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to head back. So we're going to go all the way back to the beginning, and we're basically just going to reverse the order. We're going to activate 4 and 11 and 3 and 10. We're going to close here. This is like a secondary save, so usually I'd be fighting everything to like grind right now, but it's my secondary save just so I could run through this with y'all. So I'm not too worried about leveling up here. Alright, so get rid of these status things. We'll go over here. Alright, so basically we're looking here. You're gonna basically move these up. Easiest way I can explain it is they're glowing right now, which to me means they're active, and we're going to deactivate them. I like that. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. The open and close, it's honestly opposite of what it means. So then we're going to go over here, deactivate this one. And again, while we're waiting for this, guys, I'm telling you, this guy is tough. If you follow my streams, we fought him and he got me a couple times in trial mode. And in trial mode, I use the strongest weapon in the game, which is the bow, the Sag bow, as I call it. During the game, and anything I do during the game, unless it's grinding, I try not to use that bow. So it was tough. And basically, he has this ability, as soon as you start fighting him, it makes your health just suck up like that. So you want to make sure you have, and we'll go through this more when we get to him, but you want to make sure you have at least 2 healers active. And if you have the guest character, especially this guy, he forgot his name, heals. So if you have him, you'll have 4 party members, and then you can have 2 attackers. All right, so we have that, y'all. Now what we're gonna do is we gotta go to 4. As you can see, there's no 4 right here, so we're gonna create 4. All right, so I'm gonna go over here, and this is gonna be kind of tricky here, y'all. So basically, we did the south #1 gate. Now we got to do the north #1 gate, and that's the gate we're looking for now. All right, so bear with me here, y'all. Try not to confuse y'all too much. Get lost here. I went through the wrong one here. There we go. Okay, so now we're on 4. All right. Okay, so here we are, and we're gonna work our way down here. Down there, it is right there. There it is. Okay. Kind of let them handle that. Okay, so we're gonna hit. So this is the north #1 gate. You're gonna close this, or we're gonna activate it, as I call it, right? Okay. All right, so you heard some in the background. Now we're gonna head back and change the gates around just a little bit here, and then we are going to. So there's a lot of stuff online that does not really talk about this. So what you have to do, this part's tricky if you're looking. You're going to deactivate 11. There's not too many things that I've seen online that talk about this. And we figured this out during the stream. It actually is one of the things that took us forever. It was the maze and figuring out how to navigate through the maze down here, and then it was trying to figure out that. Because a lot of guides, there's some good guides out there, but and some great walkthroughs. I just wanted to do a more recent walkthrough because it's been years. But the walkthroughs are great, but there's some guides out there that just don't tell you this right here. They just leave it and then you can find them. You want to come here, you want to activate 3. Okay? And then we're going to go through gear here. I'm going to do a save in case we do die. So unfortunately, like I tell you guys, this thing is hard. He is hard. He's a freaking tank. All right, so let's go through our gear here. So the gear that I'm gonna roll with Vaughn, Bosch, Pinello, or actually Ash. I'm sorry, we're gonna get Ash in there. So Ash is my main healer. So Ash is my white mage, Bosch is my tank, and Vaughn is my DPS. My best DPS. All right, so you're gonna go here. So again, I got really good equipment, y'all. So I'm gonna be using Excalibur. We're gonna use and then my best armor, which he has access to black robes because of the samurai job, and then I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna put, this is important, and you can get these guys pretty early in trial mode and maybe in the game. I don't know when you get it in the game, but in trial mode you can get these fairly early. You want to have at least this. If you don't have a ribbon, you want to have this, because the most important thing is, yes, he's sucking your health up, so you got to constantly keep hitting him. He's going to constantly be trying to disable you and immobilize you. And if he does that and you can't hit him, it's game over, y'all. So you want to make sure you have black belt or ribbon. So we're going to put that on. I'm actually going to switch out. I'm going to put the Wyvern Blade on Vaughn for this. Just because it's a little bit stronger. One thing I like about Vaughn is him and Bolthier's motion to swing two-handed blades are really good. And this blade you can put on everybody, so I kind of put this one on Bolthier. But it is a little bit stronger, so we're going to use that. Not going to be using Bolthier. All right. My tank. I have the Zodiac Spear, so that's going to be his main thing. My strongest armor that I have, Bone Helm, and the second strongest armor in the game, Maximilian. And I have Bubble Belt on him. All right, y'all. To double his health. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put Black Belt on him, too. When I did this in my stream, I kept Bubble Belt on him, but he got immobilized the yacht. Okay, y'all. So the last person we got to take care of, Ash. So we're going to take the ribbon off Pinello. The reason I actually been using Pinello is I've been trying to level her up. And as you can see, the strongest hat I currently have that I can give Ash, black robes, which is pretty strong. You get these, don't know when in the game you get them. Again, I attack trial mode a lot, y'all. And that's where I got the black robes. You can get them on stage 29 if you need them. You could steal them. And then we're going to give Ash the ribbon, since she's going to be our primary healer. There it is. And then Gambits. This is important. So Vaughn, I'll be controlling. I have Bosch, he can also heal. Is back, which is another reason I like Bosch. He's a tank and he can heal. So if anybody falls, if our healer falls, he can get her back up. I put this 50% as like a backup, and then he's attacking. Ash, this is my setup. Obviously, if anybody gets KO first, you want Rise. I just unlocked this, so this is the point in the game I'm at, y'all. As soon as you get to the Erupt Village, you can get this, and then right after that, that's when I decided I wanted to get the summon. Again, it's pretty still early in the game, but we've leveled up so much and grinded so much and got strong gear that we were able to do this. And then I have Kira instead of because she can cure everybody, and I do ally 70%. And then just, she stays on top of all these things too. All right. And then again, if you have him, which if you do it around the same time I do, you'll have him, and he is a game changer, y'all, when it comes to healing right now. So we basically got 3 healers if we get in a pinch, 2 for sure, 2 attackers. All right, so that's what we're working with. We're gonna save it, and we're gonna go do this. I kind of do like the look of this worm hero blade, much better than let's see which one is it? Much better than the Excalibur look. I kind of. I'm just gonna save it over this. Pretty much one that I'm not using. Just in case we die here. All right, y'all, let's do this. So, basically, yeah, we're gonna go down to number 1 over here. Nope, that's 3. My bad. This should be number 1. Okay, we're gonna go down here, y'all. Now, as soon as you go, all right, as soon as you go down there, it's game time, y'all. Y'all ready for this? All right, let's do this. Hang on. Here we go. Game time. These are some crazy looking Espers, y'all. So you can see on the side right there, the down arrow for health. That's the crazy ability he has, y'all. And look at all his status effect. It's bonkers, guys. He has over 120,000 health, by the way. All right, let's do this. Off the gate, he tried to hit us with disable and immobilize. I try to spread out. We're doing pretty good here. I just focus on him. I let my companions focus on everybody else. Somebody who's already gone. Man. Let's get this thing out of the way. He slowed me for sure. That definitely affected. So I didn't use any quickenings or summons when I fought him, but you can do that too. That helps. There's that attack again, y'all. Again, this is exactly, you can see Bosch is even getting in on the healing action. But, man, the one thing, his ability to slow us and be able to slow us too, that's underrated where it hurts, because we probably would have beat him already. And you can see whatchamacallit is disabled. Hopefully he doesn't get the ability he gets in trial mode where he can immune himself at the end. And there we have it. Get him out of here. There we go. I'm going to give you guys something extra too after this. That is how you do it, y'all. Like I told y'all, he is extremely strong and deadly if not prepared. But I would recommend level 50 if you don't have strong equipment. If you have strong gear and you have 4, ideally this person is your guest and 4 people with 2 primary healers and 1 backup healer, which is Bosch. You should be fine and just keep chucking. As long as you can stay alive, you'll be able to chuck away at his health. But you see how fast my health was going down, y'all. And you want to make sure you have black belts on everybody. That's a must. You see right off the gate, he tried to disable us. All right, y'all. So the bonus thing I want to give y'all real quick is, who do you give this Cuchulainn to, right? So for me, I wanted to give it to one of my red mages. But when I look at it, you always check to see. I always check everybody. And as you know, when you do it, it unlocks something. That's not game changer right there for Vaughn. Not game changer right there. Bothier gives you nothing for Monk. Over here. See, I thought about it right there. That for the Shikari, protect and shell, being able to do that for everybody. That was all right. I thought about that. Archer, really nothing, but I'll show y'all just because I want y'all to see it. This is something I want to do with all the Espers. Nothing. Now, red mage, right here. It unlocks black magic for your red mage and some of the strongest black magic spells. So you got fire, thunder, sleep, and ice, which is great. So that's something that I was why I was considering Fran. You check here, Bosch. Where is he? Here. That's another one to think about right here. It lowers your foe's strength right there. I wouldn't be mad. So those are the only other two I considered, was Bosch and Bothier right there. Time Mage doesn't really do nothing, I don't believe. Nothing. Yeah. Ash, I believe it gives you Libra. Yeah. Machinist, I don't think nothing. Well, we already have it. And then Pinello, my other red mage. Yeah, I have two red mages, y'all. Pinello is like my nuke, though. Like, she can do everything. The reason I actually made Pinello a red mage is because red mage gets access to the strongest black magic spells in the game. And I want her to be able to access to them. So here, she always had access to this because she's a black magic. So it'd be a waste to give it to her. And then black magic, I don't think it would. Black mage, honestly, I don't think it had anything for that. Nope. Okay. So again, y'all, I ended up giving it to Fran, but if you went with your Shikari or because I went with Fran because of these, but if you went with the Shikari or this one right here, I think that's a good bet too. But I just thought for my particular setup, the best person to give it to was Fran, my red battle mage. All right, y'all, there we have it. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel Legendary Hero Chronicles and click that bell. That way you'll get notifications anytime a new video pops up, y'all. And if you want to see more of these videos or other types of videos you'd like to see, comment on down below. Let me know anything specific in regards to Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. I know it's been a while. Not a lot of people playing it right now, but if there's anybody that's playing it and stuff you want to see me do or learn how to do or get videos out there, just let me know in the comments below, y'all. And if you want to join the adventure live when we're streaming, you can check out Legendary Hero Chronicles on Twitch and shoot us a follow. And we're on streaming pretty actively. But until then, y'all know what to do. Stay watching, stay playing, stay legendary. And I'll see you guys on our next adventure. Stay blessed.